Okay, I'm going to walk us through downloading the Shopify Point of Sale System app and how to use it with the Shopify card reader. So to begin, the first thing that you need to do is go to the App Store on your iPad. And when you run the search, you can just type in Shopify. And you'll see the Shopify Point of Sale for iPad comes up. Click on that. And then it's a free app, so you'll want to click to download it. I've already downloaded it, so that's why I have a cloud there. So I'm going to download the app. So once you download the app, it'll end up on your home screen somewhere. So then you want to open up the Shopify POS app, and you're going to choose Login. At this point, if you are testing the POS app before the event, then you should have an email address and a password to use to log in. Otherwise, if you're just going to be handed the iPad at the event, you don't have to worry about this step. So for those testing, the shop name is Derek O'Neill, that's DEREK -O-Neil. And then you'll put in the email address and password provided to you. So then you want to log in. For those of you at the event and somebody hands you an iPad, this is the screen you're going to see. Everybody should have a 4-digit PIN before the event. So this is where you're going to want to put your PIN in. As soon as you do that, it knows who's operating the store. I can do that over here. You can see that this is my test account. Okay, now we're going to attach the Shopify card reader. So you want to take it out of its case, and it's going to get attached to the microphone jack on your iPad, which is, can you see it there? Just want to click it in. Card reader connected, it's showing you there. So now we're going to run through a test run in the store, test purchase. You can see there are 6 pages of products. So you might want to familiarize yourself with where the products are before the event. That way you don't spend all your time searching. Also, really helpful tool is at the top here where it says all products. If you click on it, it separates the products by category. So you see you've got books, event attendance, etc. The event attendance is going to be used to check people in at the event. So if you're just selling products, you won't need to use that. But if you're checking in guests at the event who are purchasing on the spot, that is the product you would click. So now we can just do a simple test purchase. So let's just, someone wants the Abundance book and the 2012 oil blend. You add those 2 to the cart, select total, and let's start with a cash purchase. So for cash, you're going to hit pay with, and then cash. It gives you a couple options. If they're so you don't have to do the math in your head. If they hand you $35, $40, or $50. Let's say they handed us $100. So we want to click here, and we'll just put in $100. Click done, and you hit complete the order. It tells you how much change to give and also shows you where to email the receipt to. So here you want to type in the customer's email address so they get a receipt in their email. So Hit send. Email receipt shows sent. So now to get back into our products screen, you just got to click start a new order. And there you are. Okay, let's do a test with a credit card, which I'm going to use my GameStop dummy card. So let's purchase the same 2 items, oil blend, abundance book. Just gonna click total again. And to pay with credit card, all you have to do is swipe it. So you always want to swipe with the stripe facing you. And you need to go slow and steady down the swiper for it to read. And it will authorize your payment. Because we're in test mode, the unable to add payment warning is coming up. But normally this is where it comes up for you to type in your customer's email address to send them the receipt. So now we're going to do a refund. Somebody comes up to you at the event and they decide, you know what, I don't want the abundance book. So to do that, you want to go to the menu over here by touching on these 3 little lines, and it brings up products, orders, and settings. You want to go into orders and find the person's order that is in question. We'll just use this one. And then you want to select refund. And there's a check mark by all of the items that will be refunded. So we just want to refund the abundance book, so we're going to uncheck the oil blend. So the refund total will be for $5.43. Click done. Confirm the refund amount. Hit process. Refund successful. And then to get back to the shop, again, you click the upper left-hand corner and you want to go back to products. That's where your shop is. So now we're going to do a split payment. That's when somebody wants to sometimes pay with a little bit of cash, some credit or debit card, or sometimes even 2 different cards. So let's just put a couple things in the cart again. And let's do a split payment. So the total here. So then you want to hit pay with. Let's do the cash first. Put in the amount of cash the person is handing you. Let's say they have $10 in cash. Click done. And then still remaining is $35.70. You add a payment. Now we want to do a credit card. The remaining $35.70 is going to go on the card. And that'll do it. Now let's just say someone wants to pay with 2 cards. Very similar. When you get to your payment screen, you want to put in the amount that's going to go on the first credit card. So let's say they're going to do $20 on the first card. Click done. And then you swipe it. Then I know that this is a little funky because it's a test account, but what's going to come up is the remaining $25.70. And then you click to pay with a credit card for the remainder, and then you'll swipe again. You can always get out of the payment screen if you need to by clicking on the arrow in the upper left-hand corner. That'll take you back to the customer, what they want to purchase, and or the store. And maybe they've changed their mind. There's a little trash can at the top left of the cart. Just hit that. It'll erase everything. Another little trick is if you have a couple items in there and you want to just delete one, click on it. You can add or delete. So let's just get rid of it. And that'll do that. just want to walk you through some quick settings in case you need them. You want to go to the menu that we showed you here, Products, Orders, Settings. Here in the settings, the general settings, you've got your auto lock screen. This is for when you want your iPad screen to lock. So I recommend for everyone to keep it after 2 minutes, just so nobody can get in when it's sitting on a chair or something. What locking the screen looks like is this. That is a locked screen. And so to get back in, you just have to put in your 4-digit PIN. While we're at it, I'll show you where that was under your name. If you click on it, you see log out and provide feedback feature tour. You don't need these two, but log out is what takes you here. So if you want to intentionally lock your screen, that's how to do it. So that's in your general settings. There's only one thing I want to point out in receipt customization, and that is to include an order note. If you turn this on, you can include notes in individual orders for your customers. Where I find this most useful is if you ever need to send products to somebody's house, so they're ordering it there, but it needs to be sent or mailed to their residence. You use the order note to type in their address so you know where you are eventually going to send it. So we're going to keep that off for now. So that's only if you ever need to do that, but for the case of this event, I don't think you need to. Before you start running any sales, you want to make sure print receipts is off, and you want to make sure always fulfill orders is on. You'll probably need to change those when you first log into the POS system. This is to assign a location. If we do have different locations for the events, you'll want to make sure that the right location is checked off. The next section in settings I want to say a little something about is payments. This is where you turn on and off your acceptable payment forms. I would turn off gift cards if you're not taking them, just because it reduces the bulk in your payment options. And in some rare cases, cash may not be turned on. If you don't see it in the options, then this is where you want to go to turn on cash. Lastly, hardware. This just shows you what is connected. The card reader is your hardware. It's connected right now. If you should come across a situation where it doesn't read the card reader, what you need to do is close the POS app, and then you'll want to reopen it and then attach the card reader once again.